Alright guys, many people are really asking why do Yoruba hate Igbo so much? And this is coming on the back where we are still reacting to the renaming of Charly Boy Bus Stop in Bagada to Olamide Badoo. And quickly I have reaction from Charly Boy, and in fact he appeared on Arise TV and also talk a lot of things, say a lot of things concerning that road. And I believe he has been reacting, and some media, anything that is trending, some media will want to be on top and all that, so they would like to interview and hear from him. So Charly Boy was interviewed by Arise TV, and he has a lot of things to say concerning the renaming of Charly Boy Bus Stop in Bagada to Olamide Badoo Bus Stop.
Basically from Bagada, that was in the 90s, like you said in your intro. And a lot of things played out in Bagada. I still have fond memories of what happened back in the days, the things with the Okada people, all manner of people. I mean, Charly Boy Bus Stop, where I lived, in the bus stop, was like a mecca of some sort, artists, wannabe artists, especially when the Charly Boy show started, so it housed a lot of people. It was like a small Hollywood, if you know what I mean, in that area. And then what was most fun was the community work that I did there, especially gifting over 2,000 Okada riders free bikes, and that's why they had this cult followership, right, at the time. And yeah, all I can remember are fond memories. We gave a lot of scholarships out, so I guess that's why the people felt, they could honor me by naming the bus stop after me. And that's how it came about.
I believe we should check the history and the background of that place. And the original name of that bus stop is Second Rainbow. But Charly Boy lived there. He did some of his he lived there, and that is when he became popular. That time that he was so popular, and also some people said he has done some philanthropies activities in that area, helping people, distributing bike and all that. That is why he's living there. That is why anybody that want to describe that place, they will call it Charly Boy Bus Stop. It's not that the Lagos state government originally or officially named that street after Charly Boy, but because of his living there and because of his activity, he was a star in those days. Musicians, they love them. There's no division of the source before now. But when politics now come, and a lot of people try to tend to a particular candidate and all that particular region, they use a lot of things anyway. They use religion, they use tribal, especially during that last election. They use a lot of things. I believe Yoruba are accommodative people, either you like it or just leave it. But they want to take advantage of this. So that is why you see that Yoruba now are also standing tough. So that's why you see that Yoruba are now making some little adjustment, not to turn the Lagos to no man's land. So that is why the local government chairman from Barigari named Second Rainbow Bus Stop, which is popularly known as Charly Boy Bus Stop, to Olamide Badoo. And we don't know the kind of message they want to use, that want to pass. Or a lot of people have read meaning to that. So people have read meaning. People now talk differently. about that particular bus stop. Quickly, let us listen to what Charly Boy said during his interview on Arise TV.
If you say you're changing a name, okay, you're changing a name, how do you restrict people from still saying Charly Boy Bus Stop? Are you going to arrest anybody who says that?
Yeah, you have a point there.
This is simply silly. This is, you know.
You have a point there, but however, there are those who say that official naming of the bus stop, as opposed to unofficially calling it Charly Boy, do you think it might reflect the dynamic nature of community recognition? I mean, your name has been associated with that bus stop for decades, and perhaps there are now other people who are also making meaningful contributions that deserve to be recognized.
Oh yes, I'm all for that. Okay, they can name it. You know, all the young people, all the young artists that are doing so well, they could name it after anybody. That is not an issue. Okay, I feel that is more of a distraction. Okay.
Do you have anxieties that Lagos is changing for the worse in terms of its attitude to its multi-ethnic residents? Because I recall seeing you speaking some time ago about the fact that you see Lagos as a sort of no man's land.
Well, let me explain the no man's land thing, what I really meant in saying that. Are we together? Are you with me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. What I really meant by saying Lagos is more or less like a no man's land. Yes, I did say that also. I was comparing it with New York. That doesn't disturb the fact that there were indigents before you started having a potpourri of different people from all over, you know, converging in New York. That made New York what it is. Okay? Now, we are not the only people who have problems.
Alright guys, welcome back. What do you think? I know this is causing a further division. So after 2023 presidential election, we have some sort of division between Yoruba and Igbo, and a lot of people are doing that. Please, I believe this need to be stopped. So if you're a stranger, you know that this one is it's not your land. How will you be calling somebody's land a no man's land, and you expect the person not to react? It's not done. Something you would not allow in your area. Why will you allow it in other people's area? So we need to check ourselves. We need to know who is who. If you are a stranger doing business in one place, you need to know that these people are my hosts and they deserve some of the respect. But I don't know what you think in the comment section. So whatever you think, let us put it down. But enough of fights, a tribal war between this tribe and this tribe. Let us comment straight, and I will see you in my next video.